a little blooper right at the tail end. Enjoy. Hello, Dr. Joe here. In today's video, we're going to be talking about 3 health problems that can arise from consumption of soda drinks. And no, it's not about the sugar. We're not talking about the sugar today. It's about a different compound that is present in these very drinks. And we're going to talk about the potential problems that can arise from that very compound, okay? Because it's not so innocent after all. Now, we're going to name the offending compound. That's how this video is going to work. And then we're going to talk about the 3 health problems and why these health problems occur, okay? So let's kick off. What is this offending compound in these soda drinks like this Coca-Cola that I've got here? Before we jump right in, how about a quick plug? This is my award-winning book on managing high blood pressure with lifestyle approach. This is the 2nd edition of this very book. Links to get the book right below this very video. So, what is the offending compound in these soda drinks? If you look at the labeling of this Coca-Cola, if you look at the list of ingredients, you're going to see a compound there called phosphoric acid, okay? Phosphoric acid, that's what I've got here. Phosphoric acid. Now, why do the manufacturers see the need to add phosphoric acid to this very drink? Well, 2 reasons. One is the phosphoric acid is a preservative in its own right, okay? That's the first thing. The second thing is that the phosphoric acid does something that is quite unique. And I'll explain it now. If you look at the amount of sugar in this kind of Coke here, it's got 35 grams of sugar, okay? 35 grams of sugar. That's the equivalent of 8.5 teaspoons of sugar. If they didn't add the phosphoric acid to this very drink, this drink will be very, very sweet. And you're not going to like it. So what they do, they add the phosphoric acid to moderate that level of sweetness. So the phosphoric acid, apart from being a preservative, provides a level of tartness to the drink, okay? Those are the reasons why they add the phosphoric acid. But in doing so, they are exposing us to 3 health dangers. So what are they? Well, the first one is kidney health. Your kidney health will be adversely affected, and the reason for that is that the phosphoric acid does lead to acid build-up in the kidneys. Your kidneys don't like a lot of acid in there. They will do their best to get rid of the acid, but they do become overwhelmed over time. And then you could end up with direct damage to kidney tissues, okay? Direct damage to kidney tissues, and that worsens the problem. Also, over time, the phosphoric acid will lead to formation of crystals. And with more crystals being formed, you end up with uric acid kidney stones, okay? Uric acid stones. So those are the potential kidney problems that can arise as a result of consuming the soda drinks like this Coca-Cola here. So that's problem number 1. Let's move on to problem number 2. And problem number 2 is related to your bone health, okay? Bone health. So what does the phosphoric acid do as far as your bones are concerned? Well, it does lead to reduced absorption of calcium, okay? Reduced absorption of calcium. If you are not absorbing enough calcium, then what happens next? Well, the blood calcium levels are going to be low. Your body doesn't like that. Your body is very smart. It's going to do something to correct that anomaly. So what does your body do? Well, your body is going to mobilize calcium from the bones to correct that low level of calcium in the blood, okay? So when it does that, it uses what we call the parathyroid hormone. That's his job. When that happens, if you mobilize a lot of calcium from your bones, what happens next? Well, you're going to end up with a reduction in bone mineral density, okay? Reduction in bone mineral density. Over time, that will lead to what we call osteopenia, okay? Osteopenia. And if the osteopenia is not addressed, well, you wind up with osteoporosis, okay? Osteoporosis, that's what will happen from consumption of the soda drinks like this Coca-Cola that I've got here. So bone health adversely affected by that, by the presence of the phosphoric acid. What is problem number 3? Well, we've already established that we've got phosphoric acid in this Coca-Cola here. What happens next? Well, the phosphoric acid in itself is an acid, okay? But in the making of this very drink, the drinks are carbonated. And when you carbonate something, you are adding acid to that very thing, okay? That is what happens. So the combination of the phosphoric acid and the carbonation means that this very Coca-Cola here ends up with a pH of 3. Just a pH of 3. That is quite acidic. And if you're consuming something really acidic, well, that has implications for your dental health, okay? Your dental health. Your teeth, the enamel of your teeth is going to start wearing off over time, which means your teeth will become overly sensitive to temperature, to cold, or to heat. So that's the first thing. And if that is not addressed, well, that exposes your teeth to development of dental caries, okay? And that is not helped by the fact that you got sugar present in here as well. So that is problem number 3. Dental health is adversely affected by the presence of the phosphoric acid. So now I should say something. I need to put all of this into perspective. If you are drinking, something like this kind of Coke occasionally, like once every 3 months or once in 6 months or once a year, all of these are unlikely going to happen to you. It is the regular consumption of these drinks that potentially can lead to these 3 health problems that I talked about. Kidney health being affected, bone health being affected, and your dental health being affected as well. So those are the 3 potential problems that can arise from consumption of soda drinks. Hopefully you got some value from this very video. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up. Please like the video, and also please share this video with your friends, with your family, and your colleagues. Questions, comments down below. That's it for this very drink. That's it for this very video. Until next time, well, this is Dr. Joe signing out.